Welcome to Melbourne and the inaugural event of the F1 2019 Championship season. The session is starting shortly and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. A feeling that anything can happen this year, and if it does, well, this weekend could be the opening chapter to one of the most exciting F1 seasons ever. Joining me in the commentary box is, of course, Anthony Davidson. And it's great to have you back again. What can you tell us about this year's roster? There are some new faces this year, aren't there?
Absolutely, Crofty. There's been a number of interesting signings over the last few months. Where would you like to start?
Let's talk about the rookie.
Right, well, this is definitely someone to keep an eye on. They'll be familiar to anyone who follows the Formula 2 Championship, where they performed extremely well last year. It's worth noting that their teammate in F2, Lucas Weber, is also making his debut in Formula 1 this weekend. Now, there was an incident where they went against their own team's instructions to let Lucas past. They apologised for it at the time, and it seemed as though there were no hard feelings. But it'll be interesting to see what kind of rivalry might develop now they're no longer constrained by driving for the same team.
Those two aren't the only new faces from Formula 2 this season, are they?
No, this season will introduce fans to George Russell and Lando Norris, two very promising young British drivers. Plus, we'll meet Alexander Albon from Thailand, and finally Devon Butler. Now, Devon was a bit of a controversial figure in Formula 2 last year. He racked up a lot of penalties over the course of the season, including one where he collided with his closest rival. It was a nasty clip. Now, certainly after the event, they were nothing but professional in terms of how they spoke about the incident with Devon, but it's hard to imagine them being as polite about it behind closed doors. I think this rival will be one to keep an eye on over the next few races, as both drivers take their first steps into the world of Formula 1.
This first race of the season is always quite difficult for us trackside, and for those back at the factory as well, as it's the first time the car has run since winter testing. The more consistent mileage you can get in these sessions, the happier we'll be. Don't push the car just yet. Track is still green. Try and take it easy for the first couple of laps. but you're now currently the fastest in this session so far. You're in the top 10 now. Keep it up. Okay, we can take you this lap. you want to know specific information or make certain changes to the car during a pit stop, you can tell me what you want over the radio. Press and hold the radio button to activate the system, and you can either speak the command or select it manually from the radio screen that will appear on the multifunction display. While the radio is active, cycle through command groups with the MFD button. All clear the garage, please. Car ready to leave. To nail as many corner gates as you can. The faster you get through each corner, the higher the score. You'll need to deploy your DRS in the DRS zone as well. DRS zone is coming up. Get ready to open it. Distance is on your MFD. That's fantastic. You obviously have a really good understanding of this circuit. Great stuff. You've pretty much nailed this circuit. This is a really strong foundation to build from over the weekend. Job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can talk you through the numbers. We've had to spend time repairing the damage to the car. Our best lap so far is a 1:30.6. I know it's tempting to focus entirely on the race, but we should put a bit of time aside to run the qualifying sim program. Try to run it before the end of FP3 if you can. Engine fired, we're set. about tyres, just give it everything. In this test, we want to make sure we can lap close to our rival's pace. Test complete, and that was a very good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. There's 3 laps of fuel remaining. Our best lap so far is a 1 minute 27.3. We're second in the speed trap, 310.0 kilometers per hour. Okay, let's talk about this track. Albert Park has a lot of tricky high-speed corners. Turn 1 is a good example, and also the left-right through 11 and 12, where you need to be as daring as you can with the entry speed. end of this session, we need to return 2 sets of tyres. We'll give back the 2 most worn sets, so we may as well get the most out of them while we can. They won't be available for the rest of the weekend though, so don't run too hard on anything you might need later on. We're second in the speed trap, 310.0 kilometers per hour. Now, we've all done a lot of work for this circuit on the simulator, but nothing beats real data. Bear in mind the car's capability changes based on track conditions, so your reference points may not always be in the same place. Second in the speed trap, 310 points.
It's time to remind ourselves of our top 3, who are the rookie, Bottas, and Devon Butler. And that's it, practice is officially over. Until next time, goodbye.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it. It's been a lot of hard work, but here you are making your debut in Formula One. You must be thrilled. So how are you finding things at the team? Are you settling in? What are you expecting out of this season? Are you just aiming to find your feet in Formula One, or do you see something more? Great. Well, that's everything.